All right, Shalom. This is Gamali Allah out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. Want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, now this is a lesson. It's going to be kind of like a follow-up to my previous lesson, which is we're taking the fun out of America. All right, so this is going to basically go into the holidays, okay, and how the Lord has taken away the spirit of the holidays. But I also want to mainly make the point of how people are depressed, are mostly depressed during the holidays, okay, and like I said, that's a result of the Lord basically, taking away the spirit of America. Okay, he's lowering it, and everyone is walking around depressed. A lot of people are holding in, you know, they're holding in so much pain and depression, you know, and you may not know it, but I would say, most people in America are very depressed. A lot of them are delusional, but nonetheless, they're still depressed. Now, let's see. I have an article here. It says why the holidays don't make everyone feel so jolly. It says with all the celebrations around the holidays, mental health experts say it's worth remembering that mood disorders and emotional issues may climb as gatherings and social pressures magnify certain tensions. Now, one thing I want to start off on is social pressure. Okay, the reason why a lot of people are so into Christmas, and they don't want to they basically can't refuse celebrating a Christmas, even though they may not necessarily agree with celebrating Christmas, is because of social pressure. Because everyone is doing something, it makes you do it as well. Okay, they actually did an experiment where it was an office, and basically after one person's name was called in the office, everyone would stand up. It's basically like a social experiment they did. But after everyone's name was called, all the waiting patients would stand up. All right. Now, when it got down to the last person, they kept that same tradition of standing up whenever someone's name is called. Everyone would, not just the person that was called to the back of the doctors. But anyway, I'm just making that point to say that people don't think for themselves. Okay, people are basically conformists. All right, and that's the whole point of this lesson. Now, I want to go ahead and I don't want to ramble on too long. This is Amos 5, and let's start at 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Okay, so the Lord, these feast days such as Christmas, New Year's, the Lord hates that. The Spirit of the Lord is not with these celebrations. Okay, because they're all American. Okay, they're all the holidays that our oppressor gave us, and a lot of these holidays are in vain. But it says, though ye offer me burnt offerings and meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings at your fat beasts. All right. So the Lord is not gonna accept. The Lord is not gonna accept your offering. Okay. Because the Lord is just not with the celebration to begin with. Okay. Now, one reason why people are so depressed, around the holidays, like I said, is because the Lord is just not with it. Okay, it says people who suffer from anxiety and depression, for example, can have very fragile emotions strained to the breaking point from all the stress of meeting holiday obligations. Right, and one thing about these holidays is there's a lot of obligation. When you're in the world and you're celebrating Christmas, you got to put time aside to, basically go shopping, to, to you know, go find dinner, or there is a lot of pressure, and there's a lot of time spent that these people put into just to have a so-called good Christmas. Now it says, uh, and if there has been a sorrowful event during the year, the end of the year can revive the trauma. If there has been a loss in the family, whether it's a death or a first year going through a divorce, the holidays are always extra hurtful and sad. Now, like I said, the reason why these people are extra sad during the holidays is because Christmas is an illusion, okay? These people make it seem like it's supposed to be some big, it's supposed to be, the happiest time of the year. But really, like I said, in all actuality, it's the most depressing because it makes people miss their significant other that may not be there, may not be living anymore, or, it puts that mind frame. The norm of Christmas is to be happy, to be so-called jolly. Now, if you're not happy and jolly, then that's going to make you feel worse because basically if everybody's so happy and you're not happy, then it's just not going to match. You're not going to, it's not going to feel right. Okay, so let's get Jeremiah 10:2. I want to pull this out because it says basically this goes into the celebration of Christmas. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." Okay, so we're not blown away by we look at the stars and the moon as markers for time. Okay, but as far as worshiping them and being dismayed at them, we don't do that. Okay, talking about Israelites. All right, but it says, "Learn not the way of the heathen." Okay, which Christmas and these other holidays, they come from the so-called white man. No matter how much Jake tries to flip it and make excuses, the bottom line is that all these holidays were originated by the so-called white man. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, and the work of the hands of the axe of the workmen with an axe. Yes, so you just like you have the Christmas tree. Okay, it says, one cutteth a tree out of the forest. All right, now that whole Christmas tree ritual has been going on, since for damn near a century. Probably longer. I don't know. But it says, they deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. Like I said, so that's when you go into the Christmas tree. Okay, you have the little base, and then you fasten the base so that it will stand up right. All right, but like I said, just making the point that we don't have no business celebrating none of these holidays. All right, and if Christmas was a so-called optional thing, like if it was no big deal to celebrate Christmas, a lot of people would just, if it was just like not a big deal, a lot of people would just decide not to celebrate. But because these people are so attached to the world, they're so accustomed to the year-to-year traditions that they can't break that cycle. Christmas is something, very dear to a lot of people, all right? And a lot of people look for Christmas as happiness, but like I said, it's all a facade because everyone around Christmas, so-called Christmas time and New Year's time, they're hiding their stress. It's not eliminating their problems, okay? All they're doing is they're just, masking it with a so-called holiday. But once the so-called holiday is over, that's it. Okay, that is nothing much to do, right? So let me see if I have anything else. That was pretty much the point. I'll close up on that. But basically, being the point being, the Lord is taking the spirit out of Christmas. All right. You know, it's the way of the heathen. Okay, it's the way of the heathen. All right, and we're not to partake in any of those celebrations. All right, so with that, I'll close out by giving all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom.